Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here at SUI, seeing what's going on. And just a quick little preface, Bitcoin is on the struggle bus. We got war efforts with Israel and Iran, and today's an FOMC meeting. So the general consensus is don't trade. Try not to be one of those persons that keeps buying the dip and keeps getting faked out, right? So we're going to look at a handful of little things here, but just know that it's not good or ideal trading conditions today. And I would recommend generally to be patient and just kind of hang out on the sidelines. I know people don't like to hear that, but that's just the truth of the matter. All that said, last 7 days, the majority of local liquidation has been swept. We may be bottoming out soon. We can see though, however, from a liquidation standpoint, 260 is that macro area of concentration. In other words, there's still a lot of longs to get wrecked here, and the whales know that. They're going to keep pushing the price action down until everyone feels the pain, and then they'll pump it right back up. Okay. And we look here, liquidation short delta is still very high. You don't want to take longs against that. Same thing as well here too, with resistance above us based on open interest, 330, and locally here, 293 are those two local resistance ranges. Okay. Now there's a good solid chance, by the way, folks, I'm not trying to come down on this coin. We're going to recover soon. This coin is very strong to recover when it does. Okay. However, we got to recognize that we haven't broken our descending trend yet. We're still establishing lower highs. And there's no reason to consider trading because of those things. All right. Now, all that being said, if we look at the indicators, everything's kind of telling us we're getting closer to our tentative bottom, but we're not quite there yet. Okay. Now, RSI at 30 does give us an implications of bottoming out soon. Right now, if we take a look here too as well, previous high has just been tested as a new low. So there's that as well. Okay, so took long enough, but it's essentially there. All that being said, that means very little at this exact moment. It's just kind of a consolation, and we don't trade on consolation. All that and more down below, we can see pretty much no-go for the moment. Okay, now this is one random case here that can be beneficial. So just say there wasn't all this crazy war stuff going on right now and FOMC here on the horizon for today. Generally speaking, buying when the RSI is at 30 and the MFI is at 20 is typically a positive scenario here. In other words, the last time we saw that, right here, the price bounced off 280 and ran up to 315. Okay, now keep in mind that required Bitcoin to run from 104 to 110K though. So recognize that. However, all that being said, those can be good little indicators of potential reversal. I just think the odds of that happening is pretty low. We look at everything else, it's all extremely bearish. It makes no sense to try to trade against that. So just avoid high risk trades, wait for a little bit longer. Let's break this trend line before we consider our next trade. How about that? Once more, if you want to trade better and or more consistent, cryptocash.tech is a site link down below. We've been trading, honestly, lately it's been challenging. There's no doubt about it. So if you are finding it difficult to trade, you're not alone. The market is full of nonsense right now, but it's just these fundamental catalysts that keep resetting the charts. And the best thing to do is just wait it out. Okay, so wait another 24, 48 hours. I beg you. Between now and then, good luck, and I hope you learned something today. Comment below if you did, and join us over at Bitunix too, folks. Awesome exchange, excellent rewards, and if you use my link to register, you always be qualified for that. And make sure you, of course, check us out on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. There's a lot of good content there too. I hope you have a good one, though. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon. Take care.